Welcome back to another Mercs Legion War recap video, and we went up against a Chinese clan and had a pretty solid victory here. It was actually almost a perfect war for us, so really proud of us. We had a lot of good communication, and the first attack I want to show you is against their number 8 by Ismarillan. And one thing I really like about this one is his use of the art of distraction. Folks, distraction is what it's going to take for you to get some of these really awesome 3-star victories. Now, this is a relatively young Town Hall 9 base. Doesn't look like they've been into it very long, so they have some of the low-level Town Hall 9 defenses. Like such, level 1 air defense. You've got a level 1 wizard tower. So yes, this is a Town Hall 9, but it's also a very young Town Hall 9. But the same principles can be applied to any level of Town Hall 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whatever. Okay, we're talking about distraction in this attack here. Did a great job getting the dragon in there and, well, getting the dragon distracted by that one giant. In come the wall breakers and behind the golems to break into the wall. They're going to get in there and just prove to be the tanks that we need for the wizards and the queen. The queen's job, and the king now, is to get in there and take out the enemy archer queen. Plus, we're also taking out several of the defenses. Now, here's the big thing. We use the jump spell to get into the core of the base. Why? Well, we got both of the expos now locked onto 2 of the golems, which were Mercs. Now, check this out. All those defenses are distracted by in the middle, so we're going to send in hogs. Send the one giant in on this side, then we'll back them up with about 6, 7, 8 hogs. Same thing on this side, one giant to distract. Here come the hogs. And then because everything is distracted, either what's in the core or is targeting those giants, this base just completely demolished. It was like a house of cards. Somebody shook the table, boom, the whole thing went down. And great job on the placement of that heal spell, just enough to keep the remaining bit of hogs healed up, and yeah, it worked out really well. So awesome attack, and the big thing about this one was, again, the art of distraction. Also making sure we save some troops for cleanup at the end of the attack, so that was really smart. So just will give a shout out there to Ismarillan using one of the tactics that we use in war. It's not so much about just doing a 3-star attack. It's also about knowing some of the tricks of the trade, such as the art of distraction. If you can get in there, give the defenses something else to shoot than what will be doing your heavy hitting, then you're going to be in good shape. Think about a Laloon attack, right? You send in your lava hounds as a distraction for your balloons. So same kind of concept here with hogs. Use a giant, they're a little bit more tanky than a hog, and you'll get yourself 3 stars just like, bam, Ismarillan did. Alright, so we're going to move on up. So Is chose to take a hog attack, and this is one of those bases I wanted to show you. No, not, is it number 4? No. There it is, 5. I wanted to show you. Is just a perfect choice for hogs. This base is extremely compact. Now, if you notice down here, we've got a 2x4 spot, and you might be thinking, oh, that's a double giant bomb. Well, we will see. I'm not going to give it away. You guys can figure it out. But looking at the rest of the base, this is very compact. There is no room for spring traps. There is no room for little bombs. No room for giant bombs. No rooms for Teslas or big bombs except for in that little area. So was hogs the absolute right choice? Yes. Now look at this. Again, the art of distraction. We sent our king, a golem, and queen in on this side to take out the expo, and is also going to draw the attention of the other expo. What does that mean? That means these hogs can march right around the base and take out these defenses without a problem. And as we found out here, these were just Tesla farm, so getting the hogs to power through them with a couple of heal spells is absolutely no challenge to them at all. They're just like, brush it off their shoulder, I got this, bro. Alright, so now since we know that there are no giant bombs in the base, we then got to ask ourselves, where are the giant bombs? Well, they weren't where we entered in, so that means they've got to be somewhere else on the base. Now, sometimes you got to be careful. Look at, we've got these pile of buildings down here, right? And usually these things are what are saved for cleanup at the very end. So there's a good chance that you can suspect that the bombs will be down there. So we'll just go ahead and speed up this a little bit because we are on cleanup mode. Here come the giant pack of hogs. And this is where it almost goes south. We run into a double giant bomb set. So I want to give props out to this person who was their number 5 for, trying to trick us a little bit and give us a little run for the money. And we did drop the heal spell a little high. The hogs didn't stay inside it at all. And then, of course, they're going to run across the last giant bomb. But they got a little bit of a heal, so they were just fine. And they're going to make their way to that corner builder hut. So just trying to help teach you guys a little bit on how to identify what kind of a base is good, and then when you see a base like that, where could the possible bombs be. So awesome job, Peyton, as always, getting a 3-star for the good guys. Alright, let's move on up to number 3. Had a really cool attack by Bloom. Now, guess what he did? That's right, folks. Bloom is the redhead master. He knows how to control them ladies, even though there's no controlling a lady at all. So, here's what's really cool. I'm going to pause this real quick. Check this out. Very top, we've got 6 minions that just came in. What are the minions doing? They're creating the funnel. The funnel is this extremely important part of a Valkyrie attack. Now, why did he choose to bring minions instead of archers or whatever? Well, these troops are flying, and they are just outside the range of any of the cannons or archer towers that are inside this base. All the defenses of this base were pretty tightly packed inside the core. So coming in from this angle was perfect because we could send in just a couple of troops in the air taking out the trash buildings. So as these buildings go down, he then is free to start sending in the golem to start distracting for the defenses in the core. And then look how wide this funnel really is. Right? Sends in the one test wall breaker, just make sure there's no other little bombs in there. I might have put a little bit more space between the wall breakers just in case they ran into a bomb. And look at all these. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at all those redheads. Alright, sorry, distracted. All those redheads had nowhere to go because the minions did their job. They created this super wide funnel. And they're still doing a little bit of cleanup right now. They're working on that trash ring that's right around the outside of the base. And what I like right here is that one jump spell was able to access the entire core compartment. So that worked out in Bloom's favor. Great job getting the redheads healed up in here. A little bit of a rage spell over to help take out a large group of defenses a little bit more quickly. But these redheads are just super fast anyway, and that jump spell is still going, allowing them to access any of the compartments they want. Now, what do we have left? We have what we call the trash ring around the building. Most of the defenses have gone down. All we're doing now is just on cleanup. And that's what I love about what Bloom decided to take here. We've got 2 archers and 2 minions. Knowing that there's going to be a lot of resource buildings on the outside, bring a couple of goblins in here. The goblins are great for getting in there and doing double the damage on resource buildings. Even though these lovely redheads are just getting in here and one swing and most of these outside buildings are dead, it's still a good idea to bring a couple of these just to kind of help speed up some of the late game cleanup. Also like bringing a couple of late game archers also just to kind of help pump up and shoot over a wall if needed. So we're going to speed up through the rest one because we are pretty much on cleanup because we took out the core so quickly and so efficiently. The golem doing a great job of distracting here, and boom, we got 3 stars. So awesome job with the mass Valks, 21 ladies. Alright, this last attack we're going to show you is by our famous 4 horseman leader, taking out their number 2 as our number 4. And what's great about this one is instead of using the jump spell, he decided to come in here with the quad quake spell. And what's great about the quad quake is that hole is going to stay open almost the entire time. So even if, let's say, your golems or Valkyries may get stuck behind some high level walls, they can still get in there, take out what they need, and then they have an access route out to help start doing the cleanup at the end of the attack. Alright, so we did do the clan castle and we found out it was a golem. A great way to deal with the golem is by sending in a witch, a wizard, and using your queen to, you do high hit points on this. So it works out great because the golem is so slow that one witch is just going to distract and eventually take out the golem. You could even just do one witch herself on the golem and you're fine. So here comes the one golem in to distract and get things started. We've got the wizards starting to create that funnel, and then the other great thing here is we're using our kill squad as the other part of the funnel. So the kill squad is pulling double duty at this point. The redheads had nowhere to go, so the Valks will move in, and they'll just start doing a ton of damage. Now we're bringing in 2 heals and 1 rage spell. Because we've got the level 3 Expos and the high level Teslas all in the core, that 1 rage spell is going to prove to do a ton of damage very quickly, so that way more of your Valkyries stay alive. One of the key things is not so much that you have strong Valkyries that you can heal up, it's getting them into the core and getting them through a building exceptionally quickly. And the rage spell is really good at that. Then we're going to save that heal spell for the hogs as they make their way around this ring of pretty much unprotected defenses, meaning that there are no giant bombs, there are no spring traps, there are no little bombs in here at all to wreak any havoc on the hogs that are moving around the base. So these hogs are free to roam around the base. We had that golem and golemite going around also, distracting for the remainder of the hogs. Plenty of hogs to take out the last couple of defenses. And of course we had our kill squad, which is still making their way around the trash ring of the base. So a very well planned and very well executed base. I love the quad quake in it. I almost think that we might not need the rage spell sometimes if we take the right number of hogs. So just giving shouts out to 4 Horsemen here and Bloom for learning how to work the redheads exceptionally well. We've got Peyton and Iz doing hog style attacks and just leading our clan to a great victory. So keep up the good work, clan. I love to see these 3-star attacks. If you are interested in getting a 3-star attack on our channel, what we'll do is have you join our clan. If you get a nice 3-star attack such as these fine 4, then you will be featured in our channel and be a part of the Mercs Legion. So check us out. We've got our description over on the right side there. You can click the subscribe button to our YouTube channel and check us out on the forums. So this is Eureka Havoc from Mercs Legion reminding you guys to always clash without fear.